Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel, and today is day 15 of the 25 days of Craftmas. We are entering the third week of Craftmas, and I figured it's been a little bit since I've explained what I'm doing here, so if this is your first Craftmas video for the month of December, I am posting a new DIY video every single day up until Christmas Day. And although I did plan out the 25 DIYs, I don't know what order I am doing these DIYs in, because on the first day I made this advent calendar and filled it at random with the other 24 DIYs. So with all of that being said, let's open bag 15 and find out what the heck I'm making today. I'm really hoping today is a nice chill DIY. And also, now that I'm looking at it, I just realized I'm almost done with the second row. What? When did that happen? So let's find out what I am making in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, this is the perfect DIY for today. Today I am making an apron. I put this on the list for, of course, a few reasons. One, Christmas just reminds me of baking, and who doesn't want a fun little Christmas apron to wear while you're making Christmas cookies? And two, this is a great beginner sewing project, and this also could be a nice gift for somebody, or you can just make yourself a fun Christmas apron like I'm going to. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really have any Christmas fabric laying around that I think would make a good apron. So I'm gonna run out, grab some fabric to make my apron, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I've got my fabric for my apron, and I decided to make 2 of them. They're gonna be the exact same apron, but one is going to be a his apron and one's gonna be a hers apron. My apron has sparkles in it. And before I even get started cutting out the fabric, I need to make a quick pattern, and I am keeping this apron very simple to keep it beginner friendly. So I just went ahead and looked up some standard measurements for an apron. So I am following those measurements and I'm gonna make a pattern. So for my pattern, I'm not making the whole apron look, I'm just making half of an apron, because that'll make it so that I can fold my fabric in half. Then I'll trace the pattern, cut it out, and then I'll be able to unfold the fabric and have 2 identical halves. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, it will once I actually do it. So the top of the apron, I need to measure out 5.5 inches. And now the whole apron is going to be 33.5 inches long. Mark that out. 14 inches from that line. That is 23, so let me mark that out. Okay, got the main body. Now I just have to connect these 2 lines. Okay, I'm just gonna freehand draw out this kind of curve shape to the apron. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Okay, got my apron shape. Now I just need to cut it out. Boom. Now I have my apron shape and pattern, and I think I'm gonna start off by making my husband's apron, since he's the actual baker around here and I don't know what I'm doing in the kitchen. I've got my fabric folded in half. I marked out the center front of my apron. I'm going to lay that on the folded line, and I'm going to pin it to this fabric because I don't have pattern weights. Okay, so I have this attached to the fabric. The fabric is folded. Now I'm just gonna trace out this pattern and then also mark 1 inch out from the pattern line. I have my pattern traced out. I also made that dash mark that's 1 inch out from my pattern line. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut 1 inch out from my pattern. I'm gonna get this out of the way real quick. And now let's see the moment of truth. And now when I unfold it, I have a perfectly symmetrical apron shape. Okay, so to make this apron edge look nice, I am going to do a double fold and sew that. A double fold is where you take the fabric edge. I'm going to fold up to the pattern line and then fold once more, and that encloses the raw edge of the fabric. So I'm going to start with doing the bottom of the apron and the sides of the apron, and then I'll show you guys what you have to do to sew and enclose the curved part of the apron, because you gotta do a little bit of cutting to make it look nice. Okay, so now it is time to sew up the curved part of the apron, and to do that, I need to make little cuts all along this curve towards the pattern line, but I'm not going all the way to the pattern line, I'm only going about halfway. So now that makes it so that I can take my fabric and fold in towards that pattern line, and the fabric can spread apart and work with the curve. And now I can double fold to enclose the raw edge. Okay, I have this side all pinned up. I am going to repeat the process on this side, and then for the top of the apron, it's just another straight edge, so I'm just gonna fold in and sew a straight line. Okay guys, we have a very special guest. This very special guest only likes to join me when I'm sewing. Don't know how long she's gonna be here. But now that the body of the apron that Bonnie is so nicely laying on, she's leaving. She's leaving. So now that the body is all done, I have to cut out and sew up 4 straps. The side straps are going to be 29 inches long each, and for the top straps, I think I'll probably make them, hold on. Yeah, let's say like 20 inches. I don't know how I just determined that, but let me get these 4 pieces cut out, and then I'll show you guys how to make a strap. Okay guys, I went ahead and just made 3 of my 4 straps, so I have a 4th strap left. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. So I've got my 3-inch thick strip of fabric, and I am going to fold it in half, and I'm going to iron it flat. I'm going to sew up the long end, and then I'm gonna sew up one of the ends of this strap. Okay, I've got my long sewn up strap, and now I need to flip this so that it's right side out. And this can be the most annoying part about making a strap, but this is how you can do it very easily. You can take a pencil or a chopstick, or in this case, I've got a little dowel, and I'm going to take the end of the strap that is sewn up and pull it apart, and then kind of stick it on this dowel, and you can kind of feel that it's starting to turn inside out, and then you can pull it down and push it through. Hope you guys got to see that. It kind of happens fast. It takes a little bit of practice to get it, but once you got it, and now the fabric is right side out. And so I'm going to flatten this out and iron it flat. Now I can take my apron and start attaching the straps. I made an apron, it works. And you could stop here, but I am going to do one final thing to this apron, and that is add a pocket. Okay, so I want my pocket to be 16 by 8, which means I'm going to cut a piece of fabric that is 9 by 17. So I've got my piece that is 9 by 17. I am going to do a double fold for the top of the pocket to enclose the raw edge. And now I am just going to fold all the other edges and iron them down. Okay, so now I have the other 3 edges just ironed down, and that's it. And I'm going to lay this on top. I'm gonna make it so that it's not lining up perfectly so that you can actually see the pocket a little bit. So now I am going to sew up the sides and the bottom of this pocket. Now let me find the middle. Let's see this thing in action. Yeah, cool, I got a pocket. Cool. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and make a second apron out of my sparkly fabric, and it'll be for me. And then that will complete day 15 of the 25 days of Craftmas. Yeah! And that is it, guys. I actually had way more fun making these aprons than I thought I would, since an apron was one of the first sewing projects I ever did. It was fun to see how far I've come in the many years of sewing that I've been doing. Also, I feel like this is the perfect first easy project to start dipping your toe into the world of pattern making instead of going out and buying those commercial patterns. Let's make our own patterns. And even though this wasn't in the gift category, now that I'm done with it, I really think this would be a great gift for somebody who likes to bake. My husband is getting so many handmade gifts this year. So I hope you guys liked this video and project. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.